Why is VaynerMedia attracting the best brands that everyone wants to work with? Out of millions of agencies, why do we all know who that agency is? Do you think it's because they have the best team? Do they have the best process? Do they deliver the best results? Well, maybe. They are well known because their founder understood the game of attention. Meet Gary. In 2006, Gary started Wine Library TV, where he reviewed different types of wines and hoped to getting the attention of wine buyers. Now, he started to share his thoughts about wine in social media, but that wasn't all. He went on to become known for his insights on digital marketing. In 2009, Gary founded VaynerMedia off the backbone of everything he was doing in social media and content creation for his dad's wine store that he grew to over 100 million. Pretty much out of the gate, they were working with brands like Pepsi and GE and Anheuser-Busch. But how? How were they actually coming to them? What Gary knew that others didn't was the person that can get and keep someone's attention will win 99% of the time. This is something I didn't figure out until about a decade ago, and I will actually never look back. I thought if I created the best team, service, and results, that people would line up to work with us, and I was dead wrong. In the past, I developed strategies for reaching my perfect clients through phone and email, conferences, showing up at their offices, direct mail, you name it. We were doing it all. I just never figured out how to get the perfect clients to call us until I started following Gary. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how agencies are getting their perfect clients to call them and what different types of content you need to be creating. Hey, I'm Jason Swenk, and this is video part of our Agency Mastery Attract series. Sign up below at agencymastery360.com/attract to get access to the 4-part masterclass for free, along with all the resources and tools that we describe in the video. Creating content is just not a nice to have for digital agencies, it's an absolute must. And if you want to stand out from the crowd and get noticed, you should be creating content. And one of the best ways to create content that really resonates with your audience is to educate them. I chat with a lot of agency owners, and they don't want to be the face of the agency, and that's probably what's holding them back from creating content. You know, they think if I create the content that all my clients are going to want to come work with me. That's not true. Case in point, VaynerMedia and Gary Vaynerchuk. I know for a fact Gary doesn't work on any client engagements that come to VaynerMedia. If you can get the attention of your niche's audience and provide them value, they will begin to trust you and compare everyone else to you, including your competition. Do you think that's a competitive advantage? Heck yeah, it is. Meet Marty.
Marty McDonald, I'm co-founder of Bad Rhino, we're a social media marketing agency.
He already had a proven success in a well-defined niche, but his agency was not growing as fast as he liked. He had already figured out the outbound approach of winning deals, but he really wanted to crack the code for getting the perfect clients to actually call them. Now, we recommended that he highlight those successful clients that he helped through video case stories. Marty's audience wanted to hear stories from other businesses that they could relate to. We all love the rags to riches story. It's a simple 3-step formula, right? What is the conflict? What did they do to overcome it? And what is life like now after the conflict that they solved? People relate and need to hear stories. They started to build out all these stories, and most people would think, we're done. We built all these amazing case story videos, open up the floodgates.
Nope.
It's just not that easy. Just because you built it doesn't mean they're actually going to come. They needed to promote this, so they began to run ads to his audience, and guess what happened? His perfect audience, like Delta, started calling and wanting to work together. I remember Marty telling me that the first meeting they had with the large airline, he went into the meeting and they were not asking any questions, and he was doing all the talking. He felt he was losing the deal the more and more that he talked, and at the end, he told them they were ready to start. He was a little taken back, and he told them, and he said, well, I kept seeing your ads of all these case stories, and I knew your agency was the right one for us. By sharing the case stories from the past, you're not only showcasing your expertise, but you're also demonstrating real-world results that your agency can deliver. Another form of content I've seen work for many agencies is creating a podcast where you interview the experts in your industry and then you add color to the conversation. Now, this takes more time to build out, but it's fun, it's easy to do, and you'll learn a ton from others. But once you get some traction, you create a huge moat around your agency. I mean, it's hard for your competition to compete with you. Creating a podcast helps you establish you as the authority in the industry. By sharing knowledge and expertise, you're showing your audience that you're someone that knows what they're talking about and that you can be trusted and you create very valuable insights. When you're interviewing experts in your industry, it showcases your network and creates credibility based on association. And when you're seen as the authority, it becomes much easier to attract and convert leads into paying clients. After all, people want to do business with someone who they perceive to be as the expert in their actual field. And of course, how-to content is always a winner. By creating content that teaches your audience how to do something, you're providing them real valuable information that they can use to improve their lives or their business. I also want to give away the best stuff. Too many times you try to give away small parts or something small. Well, what does the audience think? They think you're giving away the best stuff, and your best stuff sucks. So give away your best stuff. What I found is people want to know how something works, but they're not interested in actually doing it themselves. They rather have someone that is the expert to do it right the first time. They don't want to go through the learning curve and the hassle with someone rather than someone's already perfected. They just want to understand it. People want you to solve their biggest problems fast. And if you can position yourself as an authority in the space by giving them the best content, you're going to win. So there you have it, agency folks, how and why you need to brand yourself and why educating your audience through content is so important, plus the different types of content that can be effective. Remember, by sharing your knowledge and your expertise, you're going to establish yourself as the authority in the industry and attract more leads and customers in the process. So here's what I need you to do now is download the resources in agencymastery360.com/track so you can get access to the resources I mentioned in this video. And if you have not watched the other videos, vision, picking your niche, and positioning, click here, here, or here. And until next time, have a swank day.